Hey guys, welcome back to
Lifestyle of the
Pleb and Nameless. I'm Joan.
And I'm Coco. We're here at Joan's house today to do a houseplant tour.
We did one at Coco's house last year and I thought, okay, now it's time to show y'all my green thumb and also my yellow and brown ones.
She's talking about she has really nice plants.
But yeah, like at my house, I still live with my parents, so you'll see some of my mom's plants and also my own. They're all very easy, like beginner friendly, and also you'll see a lot of plants that attract like good fortune and just good Feng Shui. And
if you're new to our channel, welcome. And if you have been here and you haven't subscribed yet, consider hitting that subscribe button to join the Pleb family. We do lots of plant videos here.
so let's go ahead and get started and take a look at my plant shelf.
More than a plant shelf, it's a house full of plants.
But let's start in the living room first.
All right. That's Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. You gonna join us for the video? All right, let's go.
So this plant shelf right here, it's in the middle of the living room, and I had to install some of grow lights on this shelf because I don't have a lot of windows that can shine light into this area. I have a lot of small plants and also a lot of my propagations, and they seem to pretty love the grow lights. I have Tradescantia pink nanukes. This is a plant that I found in Kroger's. I've actually had it for like over a year now. It likes to grow outwards in the original pot, so I like cut the nanukes and like propagated them and try to make them grow more upright. And there's a point where it started to like strangle everywhere, so this is where I have some of my other propagations, and I just kind of stuck them in soil. And this one fell out.
There's a piece just hanging.
It looks like it's got roots, so
Okay.
I'll just stick it back. And I'm actually proud of this one because there's some new leaves growing out of this one. And it's my first time trying like soil propagation for nanukes. And this one right here is a gift from Coco, the string of turtles. It really loves the grow light here because you're seeing a lot of flowers. I just love how like thick they are. They look juicy.
Yeah, they're fat. Nice, fat, happy string of turtles.
And on the far corner, this one is called a Alocasia mellow. And I got this one from Kroger's as well. I really like this one because it feels very plasticky and rubbery. It's almost like a fake plant.
Wow. Okay, so it's not velvety. It almost looks velvety, but when you touch it, it just feels like rubber.
Right? It feels like it's a fake plant.
Yeah.
And then I just have a regular succulent. I don't know what these are called. The mother pot is in the shelf underneath. I'll show later. It kind of fell off, so I just stuck it in another pot on its own. And around it are a string of dolphins that I got from a nursery.
Cute little arrangement.
Yep. On the next shelf I have over here, this is a teardrop peperomia. And this plant has gone through a lot. So originally, this was my mom's plant, and she overwatered it, so a lot of the leaves just kept on falling off one by one. And at one point, it was really just a stalk on its own. You'll see this one right here. So it was really this stalk on its own with no leaves, and then I transferred it to a smaller pot, and then the new leaves grow out of it. And it started getting like very long and leaning, so I like chopped it off, and this is where the bottom part is at right now. I mean, it's still surviving.
I mean, I'm surprised you haven't gotten rid of this one.
I know, it looks like it's not doing too well because like the leaves are very wrinkled, but like, look, there's new leaves growing.
It's trying.
It's trying, so I'm not gonna give up on it. In the far end is the Peperomia Hope that I got. I want to say it was like early 2022, and it actually came like in a pot filled with.
Where's the rest of it?
Yeah, so we have a problem with overwatering at this house. So the bottom portions of it were just, the leaves are just like wrinkling and dying off one by one. But look, I saved the strands and it's in water right now. I don't know if it's doing well, but it looks like it's still surviving. And it adds like a nice little aesthetic to the plant shelf. Right next to it is the same succulent that you saw on the first level.
Oh, so that's the mother plant.
Yeah, that's the mother plant. Right next to it is the Philodendron White Ice Princess. This one is really pretty. I got this one at Kroger's. There's a lot of new growth happening.
I've resisted getting one so far.
I just love how the color of the petioles is like a white-green variegation. So this is a kalanchoe that my friend Brianna gave me for my birthday. It's liking my shelf so far. Some people don't get flowers indoors sometimes for kalanchoes, but I feel like after putting it under the grow light, this is the second time it's flowered for me.
Cute little pink flowers.
And then I've got some propagations of Marble Queen pothos. This was from like a big pot and my mom overwatered it.
Again?
Yeah.
I feel like it was like a newer plant for you, right?
It was actually last year and I had to like propagate it twice to save it. But it's growing new roots, so I have faith that we can revive it again.
Didn't you get her a water meter so she can tell when to water a plant?
I did.
Right, it's right there. Does she not use it?
No. It's
What?
too much work for her.
Well, it's too much work to keep watering plants all the time. Just don't even water them then.
So this is a propagation from my mom's plant.
That died?
Nope.
This one's still alive.
Yeah, this one's still alive. You'll see
Okay.
later. It's a pothos, the golden. And then right behind it is a Hoya. The Hoya Crimson Princess. This came from the plant that Coco and I bought from Lowe's. It's grown a lot after we separated, and I'll show you the mother pots later on, but I took out some cuttings and I put it in this little one so that it could fit under my grow lights. Down here, starting from the back, this is actually a new addition. I didn't know what this was called whenever I found it at Home Depot, but what caught my eye was really how fuzzy the petiole is, and the leaves feel really cool. Like it's got neat edges to it, especially the mature ones. I looked it up later. It's actually called a Philodendron fuzzy petiole.
Cute.
It's getting some new growth, so hopefully it does well.
I would not have guessed this is a philodendron.
Right?
Yeah.
Right in front of it is a Christmas cactus, a cutting from one of the mother plants that we have. It does pretty well, like it flowers from time to time outside of Christmas season.
Your Christmas cactus has got really dark leaves. Because mine's pretty light green.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a different strain.
See, it looks like there's about to be flower buds coming along here.
Oh, nice. Hey, bunny. I like the plants.
She's like, film me too. We've also got two little warties. This was actually from our first plant shopping video. Do you remember?
Yeah. Yeah, you were trying to decide on which one to get.
So these two actually came in one pot together, but for some reason, one grew bigger than the other. This one right here is the starfish snake plant. This also came from a mother pot that I have upstairs, but you actually helped me separate it.
Yeah. Is that the baby?
That's the baby.
Ah, okay.
Yep, it's
Gotten
gotten
really big.
Yeah, and I love this pot with it. So this is the pot that we got from Daiso. They have so many cute plant pots. And this is another golden pothos propagation in the process. This one is a variegated jade. I think it's called Cressula ovata. I got this one from Walmart. What made me want to get this one was after seeing yours from your houseplant tour. I really like it.
Yeah, they're really pretty. Especially when they start growing into like a tree shape.
Tree shape.
Yeah.
On this shelf, you'll see two pots of panda plants. These are actually propagations as well. I just took out leaves from the mother pot and I just kind of like stuck them on top of the soil and they just grew. Right here is the string of pearls.
Why is it not stringing out?
These are the ones that Coco gave me whenever we first started our YouTube channel. And she actually had it rooted like in water. She
Yes.
potted up for me, so it's stringing. But for some reason we had like a mealybug problem. It got kind of bad, so I had to like just chop them off and then clean the ones that were like still healthy and then just start all over again from like on top of the soil. But I think it's doing well. Like, look, you've got little pearls growing, so it's still doing good.
I just remember this was supposed to be a representation of our YouTube channel.
Right, but I'm doing my best to like expand it.
Revive it.
Revive it, and I've, you know, we're doing different things. I've got more pots I'll show you later, so I'm just trying to maximize our chances, you know? And then right here, these are more of the little petals from my succulent up there. I just spray a little bit of water every once in a while, and you see like a little bit of
New growth.
new growth.
Yep.
Right next to it, I think this is a Haworthia.
Yeah.
This is just a Haworthia that my friend gave me, and I just transported it into like a bigger pot so that it could grow a little bit bigger.
And right here is Bunny waiting for pets. She's just been here the whole time waiting for us to pet her.
And I have the Scandapsus pictus. This is a plant that I got from one of our plant shopping trips. I really like this one. I find it really hard to propagate. Like, I've tried just kind of cut it, root it in water, and try to like transfer it to soil and such, but I've never been successful with them. But just letting it grow out of the pot that it came in, it's been doing really well, and it likes to vine a lot. So I have it going over this vase right here, and also just letting it climb on the plant shelf. Over here on the left side of the plant shelf, we have my mom's peace lily. Peace lily is called 一帆风顺 in Chinese, which means just a smooth ride. So making sure that everything in your path goes smooth. We haven't had it flower in a while, or I don't think it's flowered ever since we got it, but it's still surviving, so that's a good sign.
Smooth sailing.
And then right here in this beautiful vase is my mom's lucky bamboos. She's got the ones that twirl up at the end, and then inside of it, these are called the Guanyin bamboos. They also bring a lot of good fortune or positive energy.
Oh yeah, I think I picked these up for you.
You did, you
I
did.
picked these ones. Yeah, the ones that bring good fortune.
Because they've got the
From
thick
Houston.
trunks.
Yeah, they're really neat looking.
And we just stick them in water. And then right here in this blue pot is the Baltic blue. Fun fact, I guess to me at least, I feel like leaves that are thinner, they don't like to be in direct sunlight, because I overwatered it once and I was trying to repot it in like a drier soil, but I wanted to let the roots dry up a little bit. So I was like, oh, like it's sunny outside, let me just set it outside and let it dry. And then the leaves got burnt.
I think that's with any plant, Joan. It like your plant was indoors, right?
Right.
You can't just throw it outside. It's got to be acclimated slowly.
That's what I've learned.
So it's not that it's a thinner leaf plant, it's with all plants.
Moving on to the other side of the living room, this is near the windows. I do have a shaded patio, so I needed additional grow lights to supplement light to my plants. We can start in this corner right here. This is my mom's plant, because Zizi in Chinese is called a gold money tree, so it brings fortune.
I wonder why it's called gold. It's not golden at all. I noticed the fortune plants, y'all put lanterns on them.
We do.
So all the good fortune plants decorated with cute little lanterns.
Right next to it, I think this is a type of Dracaena. It might be called the corn plant. This is my mom's plant as well. She has a lot of the medium-sized plants. She likes it a little bit big. They get some occasional browning, but it spits out new growth. On top is the weather pot of the Baltic blue.
Oh, wow. It's huge.
Yep.
Yeah, it's growing really well.
It likes to vine. I don't know if it was a coincidence, but it's in a blue pot as well. I don't think we meant to.
Baltic blue in a blue pot.
And then right underneath the grow light here is another Dracaena. This is my mom's plant as well. I think it's called the lemon lime Dracaena, because it's got the green and then almost like paint stripes, paintbrush strokes. Right next to it is a variegated lucky bamboo. It's different from the ones that we normally see that have like all green. This one is a little bit variegated with some light green and yellows. And then right here is the
Syngonium Winlandii.
I got this at a plant shopping trip from, I think, Lowe's, I want to say.
So pretty.
I know. I feel like this one really likes to just climb on something because originally whenever I didn't twirl it around this hanging thing on the pot, it was straggling and the leaves aren't doing too well. So I had to cut a lot away. But now that I've kind of given it some support, you'll see I have like a chopstick here. I feel like it's doing better.
Old chopsticks make the best plant support.
They do.
That's what I use mine for.
And I love this plant because it just feels so velvety. And lots of new growth so far. This one right here is the Christmas cactus.
Yeah, this is more of the color that I know. You know, that lighter green color?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, maybe because it's like...
Maybe you have different grow lights over there, so it's bringing out different colors.
But this is the mother pot.
What kind of flower color is it?
This one is a more red, like an orange-red color.
Okay.
Right here is another panda plant.
You've gotten a lot of plants from that one little pot of panda.
I'm just amazed at like how tall it's gotten. Originally I put it under the plant shelf and then I had to move it out because it was getting super tall. So I want to see how tall this thing can get. And then right next to it, we've got some more
salvaged peperomia hopes.
Yep, and also a lucky bamboo. It makes a good aesthetic coming out of this vase.
It does.
On the top tier, we've got my mom's golden and jade pothos. She loves her pothos.
She loves to kill yours.
Oh, and then right next to the windowsill is another pot of string of pearls.
Sad pot.
No, it's not.
It's
Look,
sad.
look at it, it's growing. Look, just give it like a couple months, it's gonna like flourish. So this is pot number 2. And I got this pot from Daiso as well. And then right behind it is the Oxalis triangularis.
What? What happened to it?
It went dormant.
Okay, for how long now?
I want to say like since January maybe? It's been like 5, 6
Been dormant
months.
for 7, 8 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still water it.
All right, Joan.
But this is one of the first plants that Coco gave me.
Uh-huh. And it's non-existent now.
I mean, she told me that it's very...
It does go dormant, but I don't think it goes dormant for that long at a time. Have you dug it up to see what it looks like?
Yeah, it's still the little...
The corms are still there?
Yeah, the corns are still there.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave it some like fresh soil too.
Gotcha. Hopefully it springs back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it like under the grow light.
I don't see much light over here.
It's like, you know, a little bit of reflection and such.
A tiny bit of light. It's literally behind a grill. Like, it's blocking all its light.
Maybe I'll move it over here.
Yes. That's probably a better spot for it.
On the other side, the jade pothos. Maybe a little bit of golden too. This is actually a echeveria.
Not a Dracaena?
No, it's not a
Interesting.
Dracaena. Like, this is a succulent.
Okay. How did you know it was an echeveria?
I looked it up. I did like a Google's image find type of thing. But this is my mom's plant as well, and she just leaves it alone. Like, she doesn't water this one, and it does really well.
Why does she not leave the other ones alone?
I think she's slowly learning to just leave them alone. And then this one right here is the Pilea peperomioides that Coco got me for my birthday this year. Because I've been like just talking about it nonstop
Yeah,
ever
she was
since
talking about it for a year.
Ever since my original one kind of passed away. But it's really loving this spot right here. I feel like Pilea peperomioides, they don't like being under directly the grow light as much. They like to get some natural light. So this window is perfect for it because it gets a little bit and then also like just a little bit of supplement from the grow light above.
Yeah, it's so cute. It's grown a lot.
And I just rotate it every few days so that it could grow evenly because I want that very spherical look. Right behind it, oops. I think these are the African spears.
That's an African spear?
I think so. It came from this pot right here.
It looks like an African gummy worm now. It's fluffy.
These two are my mom's plants because she likes snake plants a lot. This one is the dwarf ZZ. I think it's called the Zenzi.
Yeah.
ZZ.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Not so dwarf anymore.
No, the leaves are still growing like really tight together, so that's a good thing. And yeah, definitely lots of growth. And I think having it under the grow light also helps.
Yeah.
And we recently just repotted it in this bluish pot. It's almost like a blue china type. Right next to it, we have the fiddle leaf fig. I found this one at Lowe's. It was originally in like a very tiny pot, and my mom really wanted it in this taller pot. It's been growing ever since. I feel like fiddle leaf figs are just do as they like, just drop leaves whenever. As long as it still gives me some new leaves, I'm happy about that. These are some new leaves that I got in the past week. So it's growing well, and I have like a little stake here that just tries to help it grow upright. Right behind it is the Birds of Paradise.
Oh, look that big.
Yeah, we found this one together at Walmart.
And it was a little one.
It was little. I think whenever we first got it, it was maybe only 3 leaves. But yeah, now it's got like really big with this one right here, and then we've also got a small leaf coming out right here. In the same pots, I have this tall grow light that I'm sticking in it so that I could give light to the neighboring plants in this corner of the house. On top of the vase is another Christmas cactus, and this was the one that we found together at Joshua's nursery.
Yeah, Joshua's native plants.
This one is different from the other Christmas cactus that I showed you because this one puts out like really pretty light pink flowers, different from the dark red orange ones. Moving on to the dining room area. These are my mom's pothos, and I think this might be from her mother pot. And my dad, the way he did it was he used fishing lines to string it so that you can't really tell. Kind of just branches over and across the dining area. This is another one of my mom's plants, and from looking at the trunk, I like to call them trunks, it looks like a lucky bamboo, and she tells me that it's some sort of bamboo, but I've never seen bamboo leaves being in the shape of regular leaves before.
Yeah.
Right?
In like the shape of like a peace lily.
Yeah, like it almost looks like some sort of a peace lily. I'm really surprised how it does okay here because there's not a lot of light in this corner, but yet we still have some new growth coming along.
Well, if it's a bamboo, it doesn't need that much light.
That's true, that's true. These right here are more propagations that I have. On the very far left is the mother pot for the panda plant.
What happened to the mother?
So I feel like panda plants, if you just let it grows really crazy. If you don't repot it in time, it just tries to like come outwards and then shoot up. So I didn't like the look of it. So through its lifetime, and it's still living by the way, I've chopped it off multiple times to like put it in other pots so that like it could look normal. Hopefully it's gonna grow again into a pretty panda plant.
We will name you Stumpy.
And then right next to it are the ones that I chopped off from it. See? It looks much better like this.
Yeah, this one's cute. Cute little panda. And another one here.
Right.
More pearls.
Yeah, more pearls. See, I told you.
And more pearls.
And more pearls. It used to be just one pot, so now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are you saying that as like a consolation? Like, look, instead of one thriving pot, I've got 5 barely hanging on pots.
I'll give you updates on these. They're gonna grow. I have faith in them. I also have some houseplants that I put outside. Some are part of my demotion. And then some are some new plants I wanted just to isolate for a little bit. So let's go check them out. Right here, I have some of my newer additions. This is the Philodendron Moonlight.
Why is it out here?
because I don't have space for it inside.
Okay, I didn't know if it was a demoted one.
No, so this one, it looks kind of not pretty at the moment. We actually got this on sale at Lowe's. So the original price, it's still in its original nursery pot, was like $12.98, but I think I only got it for like $7.
Yeah, it was on sale. Good find.
I've gotten new leaves, so this is new, this is new, this is new, and this is new, about to be new, coming out.
Doing really well out here.
Can you see? Like, this is like practically almost white.
It's very dated.
So pretty. Right next to it is a Philodendron Rojo.
Oh, the Rojo Congo?
I don't know if it's a Congo. It just says Philodendron Rojo. I found this one at Home Depot. I just like the look of it because it gives off the Birds of Paradise vibe, just the way it's like doing this. It's liking the outside as well. These three plants are sort of my demotion. So starting from the very left is the Philodendron Birkin. This is one of my earliest plants and it did really well, but something happened. I think it was overwatering and like root rot. So I took it outside. The leaves are dropping one by one, turning yellow. So I just like chopped it away. So now it looks a little bit bare. And then I transferred it to a clay pot to kind of help with drying out the soil. It seems to like the outside. So this is like a new leaf. It has like the nice colors on it. And then we've also got some new growth coming along over here. I haven't given up on it like completely. I'm just letting it take its time to revive itself. And then right next to it are the Hoya Crimson Princess. I've sort of demoted these outside because the mother pot, which I'll show later, it's upstairs. It was growing too big and the roots were growing outside of the drainage holes. So I decided to kind of separate it and just give the mother pot some room and then find like another pot for these right here. I might have not used a good, well-draining soil mix. So like it was just very wet and a lot of the leaves are kind of just like slowly like rotting away. So I hurried up and repotted them again with a drier soil mix. I also put them in the clay pots to kind of help. And right now they're just staying outside in the summer heat. Hopefully the humidity is gonna help and just come back to life, please.
Looks like it's all right.
Yeah, like this pot's doing a lot better. There's a little bit of new growth coming along from the stems right here. It's just this pot that I'm most worried about. But I do like it in the clay pots. The colors work out nice.
That's really nice.
Right here is my ruby ficus that I got from one of the nurseries in town, Good Earth Nursery. I think we got it last year and it was doing really well. And
yeah,
then,
it was huge when you first bought it.
It was huge. I had it indoors and I overwatered it. We kind of pushed it outside to let it do its thing. And the old leaves have dropped off because of it being overwatered, but ever since spring came along, it's put out so many new growth. These leaves up here were new. And we've also got a new leaf coming out over here too. And then these are also new as well. So ruby ficuses, they're very resilient because I was just gonna give up on it. Like just put it out here, let it do its thing, whatever. But it didn't want to die, it came back alive. I think I'm just gonna leave it out this summer and then whenever winter comes along, just kind of like drag it in and hopefully it stays with me through the winter.
And it looks like you guys have so much vegetables growing out here.
Yeah, so this is my mom's work on the garden. She loves growing stuff.
Your dad probably does it too, right? He set
tiles.
this all up.
He set it up, but my mom's the one that like waters it every day and like plants the seeds and everything.
Okay, but don't discount all his hard work. Like look, all this pergola like he built. He even built this whole porch back here by hand. And Joan's just like, oh, it's my mom.
So we've got some persimmons going on. They're not quite ripe yet. Hopefully in a couple more weeks.
I've never seen persimmons shaped like that.
Yeah, these are like more of the longer ones.
ones.
And the meat is like more soft and juicy. Right next to it on the other side are the Chinese eggplants. These are the ones that we got from the garden expo. All of this was just from 5 little pots of eggplants. I love eggplants. Right here we have some okra that's growing. We've harvested quite a bit this season. And then under this like big pergola right here are the gourds. I think these are called the, what are those things called? Like the ones that you like brush, like wash your, like it's, hold on, what is it called? Ah, what is it called? Let me think. They're called the loofahs. So these are loofah plants. The skeleton of these, after you dry it, you can like cut them up, wash your dishes with it.
Do you do that?
Yeah, we do.
Nice.
Yeah, so, and these are really tasty too to eat. So we grow a lot of these. This is a big plant that we're probably gonna save for seeds later. These are some melons that we're growing. It's called a golden melon, and they taste a little bit like honeydews. Got a baby one right here.
So it's like a fruit?
It's a fruit. Lastly, we've got some corn and long beans right here.
Y'all grow corn?
Yeah, we
That's
do.
Hilarious.
We didn't grow too many of them. My mom, she says that like you grow the corn just for the aesthetics in the garden. So coming back to the foyer, right whenever you walk in through the front door, we have a big peace lily here.
This one is flowering.
Yeah,
Multiple flowers.
and the pollen just kind of sprinkles down on the leaves.
So you're doing well with this one.
This one seems to like this spot of the house.
Yeah, it's getting lots of light through the door.
And then we have my Dieffenbachia. This one used to be in soil. It used to be in like a room upstairs. And I don't know how, but it caught.
Bunny, it's not time to go home yet. We'll be here a little while, okay?
She's at the front door. She's like, let me out. Yeah, so like it used to be in soil and I don't know what happened and it got mealybugs on it. And I tried to clean it multiple times.
Wasn't it kind of isolated from every other plant though?
Yes.
How did it get mealybugs?
I don't know.
It was never with any other plants though, right?
Nope. I had to like clean it multiple times, but the mealybugs kept on coming back. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I like basically dunked it in water, washed it all off, and then took it away from the soil and just put it in water. I think the mealybug control is a little bit better now. So the original plant was from this stalk right here. And all these little ones around it came after we put it in the water. So I think the Dieffenbachias, they like to be in water, at least for my house. This one right here is called a friendship plant. It's very like waffly. If you touch it, it's super light. What's really cool about these is that the newer leaves, they come out as like
They
buds.
look like flowers.
Yeah, they look
You're
like...
saying those are new leaves?
It's almost like watching cells grow. Slowly they'll have more and more of them and then they develop into like these green leaves.
It's doing really well here. Your mom must do really well with friendship plants because they love to be moist.
Right next to it is another one of my mom's ZZs. She likes her ZZs because it's a gold money tree. And then right next to it, we have our Monstera. We've had this Monstera, I want to say like about 4 years now. We got it from like a Rouse's market. And it came in a big pot, but it just started growing crazy like everywhere. And my dad chopped it down like multiple times. He literally gave it like a haircut. At one point, there was only maybe 4 leaves left on it. But after we gave it some support and then also like a grow light, it's been growing really, really well. All these like new leaves growing just upright, that's what we like. We've even got some leaves coming out with the holes.
Fenestrations?
Yeah, it's maturing.
Doing well.
We're proud of this plant. Right next to it is a Philodendron Florida green. This one is Coco's gift as well for my birthday last year. But let's pull it out so you can get a bit better look at it. It's gotten really tall. And I added the moss pole right behind it to give it some support so that I could just climb up even taller. This is one of my favorite plants, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's so cool to have something just with leaves coming out. It looks like a tree.
But this one's also decorated with lucky lanterns.
Yeah.
So does that mean this one's lucky as well?
I don't know. I figured my mom probably found this one really cute looking because it grows tall.
It looks nice right here on this table.
It does.
I think you should separate it from that spot. It actually looks really nice here. It's reaching up to the painting.
Mm-hmm. And we've got a new leaf coming out over here. This is another Dracaena, my mom's plant as well. I think Dracaenas in Chinese culture, they resemble a lot of good luck, and like the dark green leaves, it helps to bring a lot of positive energy into your house. So I think that's probably why my mom has so many of these around.
She seems to gravitate towards bamboos and Dracaenas.
Yeah, she likes the look of something growing upright and then the leaves just coming out. If y'all are interested in any of the plant shelves that we've shown and also the grow lights, I'll put a link in the description below. And we also have an Amazon favorites video where we recommended a lot of our favorite plant products that you can check out. I have a few plants by this windowsill over here next to the staircase. Right in the center is the Pilea peperomioides again. And this one was a baby from the original mother plant that I got.
That's doing really well.
Yeah, this was definitely the one you helped me separate because it had two babies. It's loving the natural sunlight here, and like with my other ones, I just rotate it every couple of days to make sure it's growing upright. And then right next to it is the burrow's tails. And I'll show you the other pot that I have right here. These were gifts from Tori at Good Earth. This was like last year, and she had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like she had like maybe 5 or 6 that she wasn't gonna want anymore, so she gave it to me. And then after I stuck it in soil, like they've grown so much. Look at that. And for some of them, I started off with just the little petals, and then they've grown so much too.
Yeah, they look good.
They look really chubby and just happy and pretty. Right here is a calico heart leaf that I'm trying to save.
Okay.
Remember the calico heart that we got from Buchanan's?
Yeah, what happened? That's all that's left? Are you serious? We just got that a few months ago.
I know.
What? What happened to it?
I think I overwatered it.
It's a succulent.
I know.
It doesn't need water.
But it was dry, and then I put water in it, and then it was just too much for it. But I managed to save like one of the petals, and then this one on top is the new one that it came out with. At some point, I'm gonna have to figure out how to take it away from all of the burrow's tails and give it a little pot of its own. But the burrow's tail is definitely a plant that I'm most proud of because it just gives me faith at how easy things can grow.
Well, hopefully you become most proud of those string of pearls.
Yes, me too.
It bounces back.
And then on top of the staircase is my mom's snake plant. I feel like every house has like one of these snake plants where they just set it on like a staircase and you just kind of ignore it, but like every once in a while you walk by, you're like, oh yeah, that's in existence, and give it a little bit of water.
I'm surprised your mom hasn't overwatered this.
No, don't worry. We had like maybe 2 pots of these, and then now it's only 1 because she killed the other one. And then up here, these are also my mom's. She loves the spider plants for some reason. Maybe just the fact that their babies are just kind of like shooting out from the bottom. It's very
They
goofy.
don't mind being like wet.
Well, I mean, sometimes we do get a little browning on these leaves. We've got the lighter greens, and then we've got a little bit of the darker greens over there. And it likes this spot because it gets a little bit of sunlight from that window shooting out. And then right here is the mother pot for the starfish snake plants.
The banco.
Yep, so right behind it is like the mother where I had my baby, and then Coco had her baby, and then this is like its 3rd baby. Look at it. I feel like the babies tend to grow a lot faster if it's with the mommy. And then right here is another lucky bamboo. This one used to be like in my room. It's like a gift that my mom gave to me. And she's like, oh, here, Joan, like this is for you to take care of. And sometimes it runs out of water because back then I didn't really take care of plants as well. And I just ignored it, so it dried out. So my mom took it back outside and we put it on this staircase, and she would make sure there's water in there occasionally. It's grown a lot. Like, look at how much leaves we have at the top. On this windowsill is the mother pot for the Hoya Crimson Princess. And I haven't changed it out yet. Like, it's still in this very pot that we had gotten from Lowe's. It's grown a lot, like it's super long. And the ones at the top, I'm still getting a lot of new growth with the pinks right here. And I like to just hang it on this window so it gets its light.
Are you not going to talk about this?
What about it?
It's July.
It's a Christmas tree.
In July.
We never take it down. It's too much work. This is the Buddha table. These are all of my mom's plants. As you see, she has even more lucky bamboos. I want to say these are like our oldest ones. Like we've had these maybe 7, 8 years now. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching a tour of the plants that me and my mom own. As you know, I'm still very amateur, but like a lot of the plants that you see, the ones that are doing well, they're very beginner friendly and I really recommend them. And Coco also has a plant tour video, so if you have not checked that one out yet, make sure you go and check out her video because she has a lot of cool plants.
If you enjoyed this house tour video, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you liked our video even more, please give us a subscribe. This will really help to support our channel and help us grow. We do lots of plant shopping and we go on lots of plant tours too.
And we have a goal of 3K by the end of the year, so please help us.
Please, please. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time on Lifestyle of the Pleb and Nameless.
Bye. So Joan, what made you get into plants?
I think it was you.
Me?
Yeah.
I did it?
Yes, I think you did it.
You mean I was an influencer?
I think it was whenever we were going just to look for a gift for one of my mentors that I had at my previous job. And I was trying to like find her a gift, like perhaps a plant. It was from there I started seeing things, and then you're like, oh, this is called a philodendron, whatever, like this is some sort of succulent. I was like, how do you know all these names? And you know, Coco, she's always the one's like, oh yeah, you should get it. Like this one's really easy to care for. And it's such a good price too. Like just bring it home. It doesn't need a lot of water. And like she'll tell you like the whole process. So then I was like, okay, cool, let me try. So then it was like just one. I was like, huh, it needs like a friend. So like, you know, another one comes along. And then before you know it, it's like a whole blown collection.
It becomes all this.
Yes.